Hare Krishna. We have kartal players. Someone will play the kartals. Yeah. Haribo. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Janavala Bhagavardari. Gopi Janavala Bhagavardari. Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana. Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Janavala Bhagavardari. Gopi Janavala Bhagavardari. Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana. Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana. Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana. Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana. Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana. Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Astatar Sutta Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Srila Abhay Charnaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Astatar Sutta Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Srila Namacharya Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai Shri Shri Gaurnitai Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Govardhan Ki Jai Shri Shri Krishna Balaram Ki Jai Shri Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Shri Guru, Shri Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayat Nasta Praeshu Badreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. A reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 14. Chapter is entitled Pregnancy of Deity in the Evening. Text number 49. Please repeat after me. Alam pate shila daru guna karo. Alam pata shila daru guna karo. Krishna paradya vatito dukipteshu. Krishna paradya paradya vyatito dikikteshu. Abhuta shatrur jagata shoka harta. Abhuta shatrur jagata shoka harta. Naidhagikam tapam ivo durajayaha. Naidhagikam tapam ivo durajayaha. Alampatashila darogunakaro. Rishta paradya vyatito dukikteshu. Abhuta shatrur jagata shoka harta. Naidagikam tapam ivo durajayaha. Alampatashila darogunakaro. Rishta paradya vyatito dukikteshu. Abhuta shatrur jagata shoka harta. Naidhagikam tapam ivo durajayaha. Please chant. Lampatashila daragunakaro. Krishna paradya vyatito dukikteshu. Abhuta shatrur jagata shoka harta. Naidhagikam tapam ivo durajayaha. Vaishnavis, Alampatashila darogunakaro. Rishta paradya vyatito dukikteshu. Abhuta shatrur jagata shoka harta. Naidhagikam tapam ivo durajayaha. Alampitashila duragunakaro. Rishta paradya vyatito dukikteshu. Abhuta shatrur jagata shoka harta. Naidhagikam tapam ivo durajayaha. Alampitaha, virtuous. Shiladaraha, qualified. Guna Akaraha, reservoir of all good qualities. Rishtaha, jolly. Pararidhya, by others' happiness. Vyatitaha, distressed. Duketishu, in others' unhappiness. Abhuta shatruhu, without enemies. Jagataha, of all the universe. Shokaharta, destroyer of lamentation. Naidaghat, Naidagikam, due to the summer sun. Tapam, distress. Eva, likened. Udurajaha, the moon. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Abhay Charnarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation: He will be a virtuously qualified reservoir of all good qualities. He will be jolly and happy in others' happiness, distressed in others' distress, and will have no enemies. He will be a destroyer of the lamentation of all the universes, like the pleasant moon after the summer sun. Please repeat after me. He will be a virtuously qualified reservoir of all good qualities. He will be jolly and happy in others' happiness, distressed in others' distress, and will have no enemies. He will be a destroyer of the lamentation of all the universes, like the pleasant moon of after the summer sun. Purport. Prahlad Maharaj, the exemplary devotee of the Lord, had all the good qualities humanly possible. Although he was the emperor of this world, he was not profligate. Beginning from his childhood, he was the reservoir of all good qualities. Without enumerating those qualities, it is said here summarily that he was endowed with all good qualities. That is the sign of a pure devotee. The most important characteristic of a pure devotee is that he is not lampata or licentious, and another quality is that he is always eager to mitigate the miseries of suffering humanity. The most obnoxious misery of a living entity is his forgetfulness of Krishna. A pure devotee, therefore, tries to evoke everyone's Krishna consciousness. This is the panacea for all miseries. Alampata shila daro guna karo Krishna paradya vyatito duketishu Abhuta shatrur jagata shoka harta Naidagikam tapa ivodara janaha. Om Jnana Tremendasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Caitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raganatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So it is my great honor and pleasure to be here today in New Govardhana, Haribol, here in the beautiful temple of Shri Shri Radha Govardhandari. It's my great honor to be here this morning. Before I begin to speak, I seek the blessings of all the devotees present here. Please give me your blessings that I can speak something for my own purification and the message of Srila Prabhupada and our acharyas. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. So this section of Srimad Bhagavatam, we're hearing about the qualities of the pure devotee. And this is very nourishing for our soul. Canto 3, Chapter 14, Pregnancy of Deity in the Evening, text number 49. When we hear about the qualities of the devotees, then we get so much inspiration to try to cultivate those qualities ourselves. And we can do so much sadhana, we can do so much seva, but ultimately, in order to be considered pure devotees, which is the platform that we're all striving for, we need to develop these good qualities. So the good qualities are shown in the lives of great devotees. And in this case today, we're hearing about the qualities of Prahlad Maharaj. And Prahlad Maharaj exhibited these wonderful qualities even as a small child, as 5 years old. As we see here in our community, many of us have come in contact with children that have an attraction spontaneously to Krishna consciousness, and they have good qualities. And many of us, after many, many years, myself 30 plus years of endeavoring to practice Krishna consciousness, still have not fully developed these good qualities, but are seeking to develop them. Because as Srila Prabhupada mentions in a purport in the 12th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, that if one wants to be considered as a pure devotee,
one must develop these qualities. So this word must is used by Srila Prabhupada. So we must develop these good qualities. So how to develop them? Of course, Chaito Darpanam Marjanam, by cleansing the heart through the Yuga Dharma, the chanting of the holy name, one can help to develop these qualities. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And thus it is mentioned by Lord Caitanya in the 3rd verse of the Shikshastakam prayers, Kirtanaya Sada Hari. We should constantly chant the holy names. And also, Srila Prabhupada mentions that one need not extraneously endeavor to acquire these qualities. They come automatically through the process of bhakti. That being said, it is so helpful to us to hear these qualities of Prahlad Maharaj in the Srimad Bhagavatam, because they will give us inspiration and help us to understand what are the qualities that we should actually be aspiring for. Qualities mentioned in today's verse include that he'll be jolly. So Srila Prabhupada encouraged us to be jolly in Krishna consciousness. I remember my association with His Holiness Sridhar Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada's disciple, who was called the Jolly Swami. And he was just so wonderful devotee and happy to do anything for Srila Prabhupada. I remember one time, he was also famous for fundraising and cultivating donors very nicely. One time we were together in New Delhi, and he got a call from a donor, a new devotee. One lady had recently become interested in Krishna consciousness. She was very, very wealthy, and she wanted to help to donate for some Krishna conscious projects. So she called him, and she said, Swamiji, I'm in a hotel near Connaught Place, downtown Delhi. I want to go to Vrindavan today. Would you like to come with me? So he was all the way in east of Kailash Temple, which is more than an hour from Connaught Place. So he told her, hold on, I'm coming to see you. And I was his assistant at that time. So we got in the car and we traveled more than 1 hour. And he was jolly the whole time. He was very happy and chanting. And we reached this hotel and he called, where are you? I'm by the swimming pool, Swami. So hotel swimming pools are not the ideal places for swamis, but he was very jolly. He went there, met her by the side of the pool. I was with him. And she had her small poodle with her named Fifi. And Fifi was blind. She had a blind poodle, Fifi. Oh, Fifi! She was very affectionate. And then she said, so I'm packed. I'm ready to travel to Vrindavan. Are you coming with me? Let's go. And he said, actually, I already have commitments today. But I came here just to see you and to thank you for your kind invitation to come to Vrindavan. So her heart was so melted. Oh, you came all this way just to see me, even though you could not come with me. So this is the joyful heart of someone. He traveled an hour. He dealt with the swimming pool scenario, and he met with her so sweetly and kindly with such a jovial and warm and loving heart, just to explain to her that, actually I cannot come with you today. He could have just said on the phone, nope, sorry, I'm busy today, I can't come. But he went through so much endeavor to make her happy and inspired in devotional service, in a happy mood, in a joyful mood. So this is one of the moods of Prahlad Maharaj. And we see in the 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Prahlad Maharaj is being tortured by his father, Hiranyakashipu. He's being trampled by elephants, thrown in a pit of snakes. As we heard yesterday from His Holiness Ramai Maharaj, the Singha Purana mentions how they tied rocks to his body and threw him under the water. But he was jolly and peaceful throughout the entire process. So these are just some of the qualities mentioned in the verse today. And I should also backtrack just a little bit to see how we came to this section of Srimad Bhagavatam today. This chapter is called Pregnancy of Diti in the Evening. Diti is the wife of Kasyapa Muni, and she came at an inauspicious time, in the evening time, appealing to Kasyapa to impregnate her. It was not really the right time, it wasn't really the right place, but he fulfilled her desires, and as a result, she was going to give birth to demons, Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. And she was lamenting, oh, this is not going to be good. This is going to be a difficult situation. And then Kasyapa Muni reassured her, don't worry, there's a benefit. Your grandson is going to be a great, pure devotee of the Lord. And he was predicting Prahlad Maharaj. And in today's verse, we're hearing about the wonderful qualities of Prahlad Maharaj. So let's see what they are. One of them is alampataha. So Prabhupada mentions in the purport that this is very important, that the most important characteristic of a pure devotee is that he is not lampata or licentious. So in today's verse today, it begins with the word alampataha. So when you put the word, the syllable a in front of a word, it means no or not. So lampataha is a lampat, a licentious person, and alampataha is someone who is not a licentious person. So licentious, we mean a vishayi, a sense gratifier, someone who desires to enjoy their senses without consideration of Krishna consciousness, without consideration of what is pleasing to Krishna or pleasing to Guru. Very often a person who is exploitative, who exploits others for their own sense gratification. And we see this problem in society rampant today, that people are just matirna Krishna paratasvatova mito pipadyeta grihavratanam adanta gobir vishatam tamisram punas charvata charvananam. As Prahlad Maharaj mentions in the 7th canto, that people in today's age, they're just madly running after sense gratification. Punas charvita charvananam. Charvita means like chew. It's similar sound. Charvita, chewing. They're madly chewing what has already been chewed. Just like a cow will come. We have many cows here. I saw beautiful cows coming into New Govardhana yesterday. And the cows, especially in India, and here also I imagine, because I've seen many sugarcane fields here in Australia. So do the cows here also chew the sugarcane like they do in India? Has anyone seen? No? Okay, maybe no sugarcane on the campus here where the cows have access. But in India, we see sometimes the cows, they get a hold of the sugar cane and they really enjoy it. They chew it and they chew it. They suck all the juice out. They're very happy. The cows are just enjoying the sugar cane. And then the cow will spit out the sugar cane after all the juice has already come out of it. And then another cow will come and see the sugar cane that's already been chewed and try to chew the same sugar cane. But in that sugar cane, it's already been chewed. So the juice is finished. There's no juice. It looks like there might be juice, but there's no juice. So when we try to enjoy our senses in this material world, we have a similar experience. It looks like there might be juice, but when we really try to chew it and enjoy it, there's actually no juice. There's no real pleasure. And actually, by engaging in sense gratification, misery develops, not pleasure, as Krishna mentions in the Bhagavad Gita in the 4th chapter. Yehi samsparsha jaboga dukkhayo naiva evate yadantavanta konteya nateshu ramate buddhaha. Ye sparshastu konteya. Sparsha means the senses. When one tries to enjoy one's senses, O konteya, yehi samsparsha jaboga. Ja means birth, like janma, birth. Ja, bhoga. Bhoga means enjoyment, material enjoyment. Then dukkha yonaiva eva te. Dukh means distress, unhappiness. And the yoni or the yonaiva is the birth canal. With women, they give birth to the children. So this material bhoga, enjoyment, so-called material enjoyment, gives birth to distress. There's a child of distress born through the yonaiva of the bhoga, of the so-called material enjoyment. Dukkha yonaiva evate. Yadanta vanta konteya, that, O son of Kunti, ramate, to enjoy, buddhaha, one who's intelligent, na ramaha, that a person who's intelligent does not try to enjoy through the senses, because it is just the birth canal of distress. So one who is lampato, one who is a lampat, is trying to enjoy the senses. And one who is alampat is not trying to enjoy the senses. And that is one of the qualities of Prahlad Maharaj mentioned today. He's alampata. He's not a sense gratifier. So Prahlad Maharaj is getting his pleasure from somewhere, like we all get our pleasure from somewhere. Otherwise, why would we be here? We get pleasure from Krishna consciousness, especially Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivednam, through these 9 processes of devotional service, and most importantly, the chanting of the holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, he's alampata shiladaraha. He's qualified. Guna akaraha. He's the reservoir of all good qualities. Rishtaha. He's jolly. Pararidya. By others' happiness, he's happy. And vyatitaha. He's distressed in dukkhe tishu, in others' unhappiness. So this is another quality of the pure devotee, that he's para dukkha dukhi. He's happy in others' happiness, and he's distressed in others' distress. So this was a quality of Prahlad Maharaj. And abhuta shatruha, he's without any enemies. So one can say, wasn't Hiranyakashipu Prahlad's enemy? Well, Hiranyakashipu might have considered himself Prahlad's enemy, but Prahlad, he did not consider anyone his enemy. And when Lord Nrsingadev asked Prahlad Maharaj, would you like some boon or benediction? He said, please forgive my father. Please give my father liberation. Please help my father. So certainly Prahlad Maharaj did not consider Hiranyakashipu, or anyone else for that matter, as an enemy. Jagataha Shokahartaha, destroyer of lamentation. Prahlad Maharaj was traveling and spending time with his schoolmates, and he was destroying everyone's lamentation, creating just happiness in everyone, creating happiness wherever he went. Nidagahitam, due to the summer sun, tapam, distress, just like the Udu Rajaha, the moon. So right now is a super hot season in India. I came from India 3 weeks ago via Singapore and then came here to Australia. Here it's getting a little chilly, but there it's blazing hot sunshine. And first time I came to India, I came and stayed in Delhi during the summer, and it was smelly, helly Delhi. It was a really difficult place. And we had no AC. Actually had one AC. AC Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. And that's the quality of Srila Prabhupada, that he's also Naigahikam Tapa Ivodarajaha, that he dispels the blazing heat and misery of the heat of the summer, just like the shining moon coming up. The moon has cooling rays. So the devotee of the Lord is like this, spreading the cooling rays of Krishna consciousness, cooling down the burning samsara dava nalalita loka, the forest fire of material existence. And just a couple of days ago, we all experienced the grief and lamentation of the passing of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki jai. And he also exhibited these qualities. He was not licentious. He was a wonderful sadhu, exemplary in behavior in every regard. He was paraduka dukhi. He risked his own life to spread Krishna consciousness, especially in the Soviet Union or former Soviet Union, the communist times when it was illegal to spread Krishna consciousness there and one can be imprisoned, tortured, and killed. He took every trouble, even at a very advanced age where he could barely walk. He was still endeavoring to travel around the world and practice and preach Krishna consciousness. And his Krishna consciousness, by his own example, was so powerful and strict that he elevated all of those around him to a higher level of Krishna consciousness just by his endeavor. I was just in Brisbane, and I met one of his disciples, and she told me that I went to see Guru Maharaj and asked him for initiation. And he said, "Have you missed chanting 16 rounds even one time during this year?" And she said, "Yes, one time I was giving birth to my child, and I had a C-section. And during that time, I was under anesthesia. And so I could not chant my 16 rounds on that one day." And he said, "I had open heart surgery. On the same day, I chanted my 16 rounds. So you should wait one more year." So she said, okay. So she waited one more year and chanted 16 rounds every day during that year. And she was very inspired always. And even at this most advanced age, I remember when I first came to India, 1991, I stayed in Delhi for 4 years, and Maharaj was coming every morning to New Delhi Temple where I was staying and doing morning program with us. And if he ever missed any part of the morning program, he would come in front of the deities and sing those bhajans, sing those Vaishnav songs, so that he was able to cover the full morning program every day. Always chanted his 16 rounds, and then engaged in massive deity worship. Took a walk, took so much time to be with devotees, took so much responsibility for Srila Prabhupada's mission. He was the head of the BBT, he was a head BBT trustee, he was the head of the ISKCON Bureau, which is the highest body in India. He was a chairman, and he was a member of the governing body of Commission of ISKCON, the GBC, covering India and so many other countries, and tremendous. He wasn't getting paid, you know. He was doing this all out of the compassion in his heart and desire to please Srila Prabhupada, his guru. So he's exhibiting all these wonderful qualities in his life. And one great impact he had on my own life is that a few years back, maybe 10 years back, I was chanting my japa in New Delhi temple. And he called me over and he said, Ekalavya, you should take sannyas. And I was shocked, I was amazed. And I said, really, do you think so? And he said, yes, you like to travel? You should travel and preach, you should take sannyas. So he was the first Srila Prabhupada disciple, senior devotee, to encourage me and inspire me in that way. And he spoke with my Diksha Guru, Param Puja Lokanath Swami Maharaj, and Maharaj agreed, and then by the mercy of Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, I was on the path to sannyas. So that, and I took sannyas about 2 years ago, and Maharaj was very encouraging all the time. He was always encouraging. So these are the qualities of the great souls. They're sacrificing, they're in control of their senses, they're not interested in sense gratification. And Srila Prabhupada mentioned another point that I'll just conclude with in the purport today. He says that he was not profligate. This is a word I was not familiar with, profligate. Have you heard this word before? Profligate. I had to look up the pronunciation and everything. Profligate. It means that you're not a spendthrift. It means that, you know, some people are millionaires and they buy, 20 Rolls-Royce cars and 15 houses, and they spend like totally unnecessarily, too much. But even though Prahlad Maharaj was the emperor of the world, he was not profligate. He was just living very simply for the benefit of his citizens. And we see this also in great souls like His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, just one small quarters east of Kailash temple where he would meet people that were coming to see him. It was a little bit opulent because he would meet VIPs. He met Modi and Yogi Ji and the chief minister and the president of India. He was hosting like the biggest, most influential leaders of India. And just very simple lifestyle, eating simply. He was just eating some chapatis with no butter or ghee and just a little bit of sabji, hardly anything. So simplicity is one of the great qualities of the devotees. So Lord Caitanya has said that Vaishnava etiquette is the jewel that decorates the ornament, that decorates the devotee. And also we see the Vaishnava qualities, as we're hearing today, the qualities of Prahlad Maharaj. These are the qualities that decorate the devotees. And we should hear about these qualities, meditate upon these qualities, and pray to Krishna that sometime we can develop these qualities in order to help ourselves and our spiritual masters' missions in spreading Krishna consciousness. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Are there any questions or comments? Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you for your class, Maharaj. Just that word, profligate, there's actually two meanings. One, as you said, not a spendthrift, recklessly wasting resources. But the other one, Prabhupada does mention that he's not licentious. Mm-hmm. Also, I just looked up the word on the dictionary and the Kindle. I gave the two.
Thank you.
So Prabhupada uses both in the purport, which is interesting. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Yeah, and this alampato, this also means not licentious. So we should control the senses and be dhira tatra namuyati. We should not be disturbed. And Srila Prabhupada mentions in the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita that the devotee may get money or he may not get money, but he doesn't struggle to get money, and if he does get money, he's not disturbed, he's not bewildered. So this is two things that can be very problematic in the lives of the devotee, and that's for most men, it's women and money, and for most women, it's men and money. So we get distracted by these, by seeing other living entities as potential sense objects. So we have to be very careful not to be licentious and not to be spendthrift. So thank you for bringing out this meaning of profligate even more. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Anything else? Yes. Can you hand her the microphone?
Thank you so much, Maharaj, for your class. You mentioned that just by dint of devotional service we develop these qualities. We don't have to endeavour separately. However, I'm just wondering about the role of desiring to work on ourselves, because it can seem that devotees can be around for some years.
Desire to work on oneself?
Yeah, because I'm just wondering the role that plays in development of qualities, because it seems that it's not necessarily just a matter of time and devotional service that allows us to develop qualities.
So I would say, according to what Srila Prabhupada has written in the 12th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, in one of the purports, that he says, therefore no extraneous endeavor is necessary. The process of Krishna consciousness is enough. That being said, part of it would be our desire to improve as devotees. If we think we're already pure devotees, then we can't go anywhere. There's nowhere to improve. So we should understand, we should take a humble position, cultivate the quality of humility, and that includes being eager to hear from more advanced devotees, like reading Srila Prabhupada's books and getting this instruction from Srila Prabhupada and other advanced devotees, so that we can advance. And advancement means, part of it, to develop these good qualities. So I'd say part of the Krishna conscious process is to be humble and seek to develop these qualities. And we can also lament why I don't have these qualities. And when we exhibit, as sometimes happens, we fall from the position of like the pure devotional principles and say, wow, I was, in my mind I was licentious. In my mind I desired some sense gratification. Or in my actions maybe I exhibited some less than ideal behavior. So we should meditate on this and try to move forward and improve and increase our capacity to practice and inspire others in Krishna consciousness.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So thank you all very much for your kind association this morning. Very grateful to all of you for coming. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Oh, and I have some Nisinga oil from Mayapur, if anyone would like. Please come and take some.